All right, so here we go. It's February 8th, and we're talking about two things here. We're talking about LIRs, and we're talking about job tour videos. Yep. LIRs are learning interaction reports, and job tour videos, we also call them JTVs. And you're going to report to us about your job. So we lost a connection, and we're back on. So what we're going to do now is we're kind of go through this kind of quickly. So Amanda, can you please, let's talk about LIRs first. And let me just tell you this, there are two videos on Blackboard, one which is a how-to on LIRs and one which is a how-to on JTVs. They're both done by my former graduate assistant, Megan Davies, M-A-G-E-N D-A-V-I-E-S. I'm just spelling that kind of stuff because it makes great quiz questions there. All right, so let's show you what you're going to do for an LIR. You need to do 5 LIRs, learning interaction reports, during the course of this semester. They don't have to be long, but what you're going to do is whenever you run across something at work that has something to do with something you learned in a class or in several classes, we want to hear about it. And you're going to tell us what happened and which class you think it was from, and how you maybe use that information to solve a problem or whatever. And so to do that, to report on it, you have to do 5 of them. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up and you're going to start your own thread, right? Your own thread. Yep. on Blackboard discussion in this course. So would you talk through that just a little bit, please, Megan? I mean, Amanda.
So when you go onto your course, on the left-hand side, there's a folder that says course content, and you're going to scroll down where the blue font is, and it says learning interaction reports. And it gives you just more instruction just in case you forget. And then you click on it, and you click the create thread button, and then you just follow the instructions on what to include. And like Professor Quain said, there's also videos if you get confused, or if you have any further questions, you can just email us.
Yeah, so I mean, you guys know how to do a discussion by this point. Doesn't everybody know how to do a discussion thing? And now, what happens when they want to add a second one on there? So what you're going to do, every time you put one up there, you're going to put it under your name, okay, on that thread, and you're going to say LIR number 1 if it is in fact LIR number 1. That's right. And then the second time, how do they go out and how do they string then their LIRs onto that thread?
So you're going to go to your original thread, so your first one, and then you're going to click on it, and then there's a reply button, and you click on the word reply, and then the subject line will be LIR number 2 with the date, and then your second LIR.
There you go. Okay, pretty simple. They don't have to be all that long. Matter of fact, don't make them too long. Make them long enough, but don't make them too long, okay? Those are your LIRs. And on the video that Megan Davies did for this, which is on Blackboard, she gives you an example of an LIR. So should we show them what those videos are, Amanda?
Absolutely. So we're going to go under the videos tab. And it's the first couple of videos. The first one is how to do my job tour video, and the third one is how to do your LIR.
Yeah, so pretty simple stuff. Does anybody who's on live right now have a question about the LIRs? No hands being raised?
No hands.
All right, good. All right, let's talk about job tour videos. Now, this is a little bit more involved. A job tour video is basically no more than 10 minutes. I mean, if it's 8 minutes, that's fine. You're going to give us a tour of your job. And again, we have a video on that. Amanda just showed you with that video. That was video number 1. Right?
Yeah, it's the first one listed on there.
Yeah, first one listed on there. And so watch that. And again, I think Megan Davies and I did that together. Mm-hmm. And it's going to explain step by step what needs to be in a job tour video. Now, just to reiterate some things, you don't want to put any sensitive information into a job tour video because, so for example, if you're working at a casino, don't take pictures in the casino and try to put that on there. They'll fire you and they'll complain to me. So, any sensitive information, just be really careful about that, and clear it with your boss. Now, your boss is going to get probably nervous about videos. Most people do. So, you know, if worse comes to worse, you can do a text-only video where you create PowerPoint slides. And I assume almost all of you know how to use screencast-o-matic.com, probably. But if you don't, in that video, Megan shows them how to do that. Doesn't she show them how to use screencast-o-matic.com?
I don't know if she shows them, but she definitely uses it in the
Okay, so if you have any questions, go to screencast-o-matic, matic.com, and it's free to use. But the other thing that's going to help you with the job tour videos is we have 4 job tour videos loaded up right now for your course. Isn't that right, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
That you have to do quizzes on. So you can see how they did it. And, you know, there's plenty of YouTube videos on how to use screencast-o-matic.com, and it's really easy. I think most of you would have used it before, because most of you would have had a class with me before where we always use screencast-o-matic.com.
It's really easy.
Yeah, it's very easy. And so what you usually create PowerPoint slides. If you have pictures from work, you can put pictures in there. If you have actual footage, you know, video footage from work, you can play that on your screen. And Screencast-O-Matic captures whatever's on your screen, and you can talk over it and record a voiceover on it. So it's very simple to use. Okay.
But definitely use headphones if you're going to speak throughout it.
Yeah, microphone. Use a microphone on a headphone set. You know, if you're going to do that, or even like, you know, you have your like your iPhone microphone. Just plug that into the side of your computer, you know, and use that. That'll do it for you as well. So what are some other things they have to be mindful of with the job tour videos?
Keep it under 10 minutes. Be positive about everything you say.
Never say anything negative, okay? Because this is going to be recorded, and you know, you say something negative, and it's going to get back to your boss, and you know, you'll be in trouble.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions on how to use Screencast, I use that for my job tour video. It's really easy, and I can help you guys out with that if need be.
Okay, and speaking of that, your job tour videos quizzes, because there's 4 job tour videos that other students did that are online, and you take a quiz for each one, and the first 2 are due this Sunday. Is it?
Yes,
coming up
the 12th.
The 12th, yeah. So you want to watch those and take the quizzes on those, and it's real simple stuff. But the other thing is too, with your job tour videos, you want to create a video with screencast-o-matic.com. Then you want to post it to YouTube, right, Amanda?
Mm-hmm.
And then you want to post the link, the YouTube link, into Blackboard. And Amanda's going to show you where that goes now.
Yep. Oh, and not to interrupt, but actually only the first job tour video quiz is due this week, along with some of the book reading quizzes.
The first job tour video of the other students that you have to watch.
Right.
Yeah. Their job tour video from their business is due like March 20th or something.
March 20th, yeah.
Okay, so you still have plenty of time.
Yeah, and if you ever have any questions on when anything is due, again, the schedule is up online for when everything's due.
Okay, good.
And to find where you're going to submit your job tour video, you're going to course content, just where you found the LIRs, and it's right under there in red. And it says submit job tour links here. You click on it, create a thread with your information, and please
your information being your name.
Yeah, your name. And please make sure that it is a YouTube link, your video. YouTube videos only. Yeah. And then we'll be able to watch them and grade them. But the instructions on what needs to be in there and stuff, that's all in the video you're going to watch on Blackboard there. Right. Okay. All right. Any questions about that? If you have a question, just raise your hand and we'll unmute you. Anybody? Nope. Okay. Then how about this? How about a couple of you
raise your hand. Amanda will unmute you. And then how about just tell us how things are going and where you're working?
I'm going to stop sharing the screen just so it's easier.
Okay. So who's the first one to volunteer there? Or I could just call on somebody.
Nobody's raising their hand.
Okay. Is Nicole there?
Nicole is here.
Hey, Nicole, are you in a place where you can talk to us?
I'm trying to unmute her, and she can't, so.
She
Wait,
can't.
hello?
Yeah, hello?
Oh,
Hey, there you are.
I was just trying to figure out how to work this because I'm on my phone.
Isn't it great?
Yeah, it's very high tech. I'm not very good with the technology, but
Well, we're living here on the cutting edge because if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space.
right, there you go.
So, Nicole, tell us about your job, where you're working, and how's everything going?
So I'm working for the Ed Snyder Youth Hockey Foundation.
That's
So
great.
it's with the Philadelphia Flyers. So far, everything's really great. I work the kiosk for the home games, and I'm also doing office work as well. So I'm in the middle of trying to figure out a project to work on for the end of the semester. And I think I'm leaning more towards either creating an event for the foundation or enhancing one of the events they already put on. So they do different golf outings. They also do the NHL draft as well over there.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going into the office about 2 or 3 times a week on top of working the kiosk. So far, so good.
Excellent. That's really terrific. And now, are you playing more offense or defense? I mean, which line are you on for the Flyers?
So I'm working in the development office, so it's more events.
You're not playing on the ice in the big games.
No, I wish. That would be awesome. That would be superb, but I can't skate for the life of me. So just watching the games is better for me.
Yeah, I think skating is like probably one of the real requirements and fundamentals of that. So
yes.
Well, that's terrific. Well, we're glad to hear from you, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. I think we have time for one more person.
Sure.
Let's call on one more person here.
We have either Candace or Julia. Annie's here, but she's at her internship right now, so she can't.
Okay. Who we have, Candace or Julia?
Or Julia. Mm-hmm.
Candace or Julia, would one of you want to check in with us?
Oh, Candace rose her hand.
Okay. Oh, great.
Hi, Candace.
Hi,
Candace.
how are you?
Isn't it great to be high tech and living in this kind of world?
Yeah, it's actually really cool. It's very convenient.
Are you using a phone or a laptop?
I'm on my cell phone.
And that's so cool.
I know, I agree.
So tell us where you're working.
So I'm working for the event company Comcast Spectacor. They manage the events at Boardwalk Hall, the Convention Center in AC, Wells Fargo Center, and I'm located at Boardwalk Hall.
Oh, the GM there, Mike. Is it Mike?
I work like in the administrative office. So I work for a guy named Alex. He's the senior event manager, and then his GM is Fern. So I don't know. It might be a different part of it, but yeah. So basically, I just kind of like shadow the senior event manager and then like the operations manager during like off days when there's no events. I'm kind of just like making sure like the dressing rooms are ready for when like a concert's going on, or we had like a cheer competition last weekend. So I kind of just made sure everything was where it was supposed to be. And then during the events, we kind of just like walk around, make sure like, you know, everything's like under control, or like if there's any spills, like we call it in, things like that. But I'm pretty much learning how to directly like set up an event. So if there was like a concert or something, the tour manager would call my manager, and he basically sets it up from start to finish, from like giving them an estimate on how much it might cost, all the way to like how many different things they'll need, renter companies that they might need to use. And then like he closes it during like a settlement, and he has like a budget that he has to work with throughout the event. So I'm kind of learning like all of that on top of like what it's like to actually work during an event. So it's really like a good experience. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Well, that sounds fantastic. Good for you. Have you been on stage singing at all?
No, no, I'm not the best singer.
It's not. So just like who was it? Nicole was not a good hockey, not a good.
Yeah.
and now this is Candace, right? You're not a good
Yeah.
singer. So, but you know what? That just goes to show you there's still plenty of work out there for people who can't skate or sing.
Yes, I agree.
Well, good. Any challenges we can help you with, or everything going okay?
No, everything's pretty good so far. I kind of like how every event is different. So like I said, we had like a cheer competition, which is totally different from like a concert or something else. So like, you know, in the future, if I want to work for the same company or a different company, I kind of have like all different experiences under my belt. So I think it's like a really good start for me with this internship.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I was in Atlantic City, I guess like a Saturday, and all those, you know how it was so freezing cold last Saturday.
Yes.
And there was all these girls walking around their cheerleader outfits. They were freezing, you know, trying to get that was pretty funny. We saw that they had like some of them had stopped at the dollar store and bought beach towels or wrapping them around their legs and you know that sort of thing. So, well, great. We're glad you're having such a good time out there, and that's a great Boardwalk Hall is a great historic building, just really great.
I know. I agree. It's really cool. I'm definitely enjoying it.
Well, wonderful. Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll save some of the other folks for another time. You know, this now the quiz on this particular video, webinar video, is not due until we kind of got our dates mixed up back and forth. So this one's not due till a week from Sunday, right?
Right, the 18th.
Yeah. So, but we'll be getting a quiz up. You can take it. You know, you guys who are just on here today, you can take it right away and get it done. We'll have that up for you in not too distant future, probably by tomorrow, I would guess, because we're gonna write it right now. All right. All right, folks. So, any other questions or comments? Anything for the good of the order? Does anybody owe me money and want to pay me electronically now? I just in case. All right. This is Bill signing off, and
Amanda.
take care of yourself.